Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the professor again with Day Trading for Success. Today, we're going to be beta testing the open strategy again. We are using Tesla again. This is a specific strategy that the Million Dollar Margin Club is going to be writing a book about, that myself and a bunch of other traders have been testing to make sure that the strategy is valid. So there's still a lot of unanswered question as to what the final strategy will be, as because it is beta testing. But from our experience, it's a very, very good strategy, safe strategy to trade at the open. But we don't have the answers to all the questions yet as they're being developed. It has been being developed for about 3 or 4 months now, so it's not going to be it's going to be a very well thought out strategy when it's all figured out, because there's literally hundreds of traders that are working on this. So please read this disclaimer. This is an entertainment and educational channel. I am not a licensed financial advisor. You should seek the advice of somebody that you trust. If this is too small for you to read, it's on every information on every single video as well. So we just want to make sure that you understand that we are not licensed to give you advice, and these are just, different tips and tricks and demonstration videos and ways to show you how you might want to trade to make a living, but you need to follow the advice of somebody that you trust. I would put that advice to anything you see on YouTube, for that matter, from an unlicensed person. But that doesn't mean we can't have a lot of fun trading and showing you stuff. But yeah, take it seriously. So again, this is the open strategy. This is what's considered to be the perfect layout. Excuse me for my cough. We have the custom scripts here that we offer on this channel for free, as well as all the layouts that we have on different episodes. Basically, everything is free. We don't sell courses. We live on your subscriptions, your thumbs up, your shares. That's what we hope we keep getting, so that we can keep bringing you some cool content with all kinds of different strategies that we'll be showing you with live trading demonstrations here. So please remember to do that if you're getting any kind of value out of this, because it really helps us get shown on the algorithms on YouTube. Let me just go over what this is. 1 minute scalpers indicator, level 2 active trader, a 15-minute chart, a 5-minute chart, minimized down here, another 5-minute, a 1 hour and a 4 hour chart, and over here minimized a day chart. I have all those there because I do 2 different types of strategies often with this layout. I do the RV strategy and I do the open strategy. Everything I have on this screen might not be used specifically for this strategy that we're trading this morning, but it is used combined for the both. I finally got a layout that really works well for both of them, so I can be very, very quick. Now, the whole way the open strategy works is you're breaking predefined levels. Once the price action breaks that level, and as the open session starts, once it breaks that level, then it's safe to go in and trade that direction that it's showing you that it might be trending. So they're looking for a direction. That's the whole idea at the open. You're not just randomly doing stuff. You're looking for a direction. So how do we do that? So it's not the first group of people that have said that we need a defined level or a range. Lots of people do it. There's a lot of argument over what those levels should be and what that range should be. Now, we learned from the RV strategy, which is covered in Day Trading Volume 1, the best-selling book. I'll have a link to it. We learned that where the ATR should be set for just about everything, where your range should be set using your ATR. I'm going to go over that right now, which is your average true range over a 14-day period. Guys, now that we're past the 9:15 mark, I can mark the pre-market high. Let me just see where we're at here. So it looks like it's 9:15 is like right here. No, right here. Oh, it's because it's still on the 5-minute. Okay, but it's got to be at exactly 9:15. So what time is it now? So yeah, so I need to go to the 1-minute chart. Let me do it on the 1-minute chart. So then 9:15 is right here. Safe to say that we're going to be going up here, guys. So I'm going to just go ahead and mark this pre-market high. That's the level we want to break before we begin to trade, if it is long that we're going to trade. So that is now marked. So anyway, and the low was marked earlier. It has to be marked from 7:30 to 9:15 is where the strategy has determined that either it's a pre-market low it's going to break and then head toward the profit lines, or it's a pre-market high it's going to break. So we had to wait till 9:15. So anyway, so that's marked now. That's the whole basis of the strategy. So first you find a range. Now the pre-market's a range as well, but you go to the day chart and you look at the previous close of the day before, which is right. This is the day before still, yeah. So you look at the close right there, which was at 171.89. Then you look at the ATR down here, which is the average true range. I go back over that candle, $8.39. You divide that by 2, which I already did this morning, and you subtract half from the close to get the ATR low and add half to the close to get the ATR high. There's the high. There's the low. That's our range. Now, technically, your profit level should be marked within that range, but if it looks like price action is going to leave that range, which it did look like this morning, I went ahead and marked a bunch above it as well. Now, what are those profit levels? That's the important thing about this strategy, right? We'll be trading in just a few minutes. So let's maximize this. So basically what I did is, this is going back 10 days on a 5-minute chart. So basically what I did is I just started to capture pivot points where the candlesticks stopped or turned around. Stopped, rested, or turned around. So that's all. Technical analysis is based on something that happened previously, a previous pattern, and then you analyze, what does that pattern mean? That's pretty much it in a nutshell. That's what technical analysis is. That's all it is, right? So a lot of people use candlesticks to do that. Most day traders or scalpers use candlesticks to look at that. And by the way, that's covered. The patterns are covered in Day Trading Volume 2 or the Candlestick Pattern Playbook. And then there's another one, Day Trading Volume 3, which is the Candlestick Mastery, like 66 candles to profits or something like that. I'll have links to all 3 of those, as well as Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. You really should read that. And Best Loser Wins. Those are the 5 best books I recommend if you're new or if you're struggling right now. Read those books, get those books, live those books, become a part of those books. They cover a lot of things. Now, Day Trading Volume 1 does the RV strategy, which, of course, came out last March of 2023 and kind of changed everything for day traders, because it showed you a way to scalp large cap stocks, which had never really been out there before. So that book is that strategy is a really good strategy. So either you can watch it on videos. I know other YouTubers trade it as well. I have a whole bunch of them. I have a whole playlist to it, or get the book too, which gives you absolute every detail about that, and it's definitely worth it. So I would do that. But anyway, as you can see, I have marked previous areas where the candlestick has turned around. Now, I could keep doing that. I just don't think it's going to go that high, so I had to get going here this morning. But because this is based on previous price action turning around, so it stands to reason that it might do that again. So you've got a range now between the ATR. We've broken out of it. Typically, the price action stays within that range. You have a range, and then you try to find channels, ceilings, and floors within that range to help you go in and out of trades. And there's a specific strategy for this open, specific way to trade this open, which we're going to go over. The other thing that's marked on here that you probably don't see unless I point out are the Fibonacci levels. See the high there and the low here. So that yellow line is nature's mathematical formula. I opened up a Fibonacci retracement. I have it up here on my chart, and then I dragged it over and clicked it, and then all these other lines that help me. And then I did it on a 2-day 5-minute. That's what these pink lines are, and that's why I have all those other minimized charts, so I can do that quickly. There's on a 2-day. It can be either low to high or high to low, but it's always left to right. So they're correct, should I say? So we have other levels here, but it looks like it's leaving everything in here, so it's just going to be what we have marked. So hopefully you could see how I mark those. Now, the way that this open strategy works is, and as you can see, this is the pre-market session. Once we get to the open session, a minute after 9:31, we can begin trading. So that's not too far from now, about 8 minutes or so. And then you'll see the action start. So the way this strategy works is you can't take any trades in between the pre-market high and the pre-market low. You just don't trade those levels. right? So I know the fibs in there, but I can't get rid of them or all the fibs will go away. And you only mark profit lines below or above. Now, if it's a profit that's red, that means you're shorting. If to make your profit, it's a profit that's green. Now, you don't have to write. I mean, I'm doing this you don't have to write profit. I just do that so it's easy for me to tell you guys that's what's going on here. So these are lines where you can decide to take profit or not if the price action goes up to it. It's up to you. Now, one of the steadfast rules that came out from the prior month when I was trading this strategy and people were having some difficulty, unless you were really, really good at scalping, doing well at it, it didn't seem like it had enough parameters. So one of the main things that all the beta testing changed was you cannot take a trade unless the candle is green if you're going long above pre-market, and you cannot take a trade unless the candle is red when it goes below the pre-market. So some people might say, well, that's counterintuitive. It's starting to make a move even though the candle's red. I can tell. Well, that's great if you can tell, and maybe you're that good and that you don't have to listen to the rules, but it's designed for people to not to be safe in their trading plan, to not be as much at risk. It's gonna, if it's trending, if it's going up, it's gonna come back, catch the green candle when you're more sure. The other thing that's definitive about the strategy that changed is if it goes 5 cents below when you break a line, if it breaks 5 cents below right now from that line, you should get out. However, if you're on an upward trend and you're already a couple of candles and you didn't take profit yet, and you're just sitting on $500, $1,000, then typically what I've been saying, and I want to make it more definitive and hopefully they'll adopt it, is it should come halfway down the previous candle, and that's your fail-safe, like, okay, it's turning around. So that remains to be seen. And I know this sounds like alien speak if you're not used to scalping, but you'll see me trade it here. I'm used to scalping, and I look for other things. Now, like what I just saw happen here with this point of control and this action coming across is absolutely going to send this higher. This is going to continue to go up. So, I see it's going down now, but I just meant like it's going to continue to go up here. So that's sort of the outline of what it is. We're already above here. So since I'm not waiting for it to break that to take a trade, I wait for it to break the next profit level when I'm allowed to take a trade, which is at 9:31 a.m. East Coast time on the New York Stock Exchange, or UTC -5 international time. But at 9:31. So anyway, that's right after the market opens here, 1 minute after all the pre-orders that are in there shake out, and then you can kind of get an idea of which way it might go. And I say kind of because a lot of people wait for the 5-minute mark, but this strategy, or even 15-minute mark, so it just depends on the risk level of who you talk to. So always have a trading plan, always log. I mean, these are just basic things. If this is your first video, have a logbook. All right. Buy if this book is out by then, buy the Open Strategy book. I think it's going to be Day Trading Volume 4. Make sure you buy Day Trading Volume 1 because it just tells you about all kinds of trading. Trading in the zone, best loser wins. And then if you want to really learn candlestick patterns, which you should, and then it's Volume 2 and 3. All links. So have those. Have a good log. The Trading Journal logbook was the book that I was instrumental in putting out. It's done by a different publishing company, but that covers every type of trading you might want to do. And it does have a bunch of cool stuff in there that no other book has. It's kind of a cheap log, inexpensive, should I say. So I would log, though. You need to log in there in the Day Trading Volume 1. It's going to show you how to do a trading plan. You don't need a book to do that. Do a trading plan. Write down on a piece of paper. Figure out what's your max loss per trade. What's your max loss for the day? How many bad trades in a row, even if you didn't hit your max loss, do you want to say, look, I'm not trading well today. Get up, walk away, either be done for the day or get out for a couple hours and come back with a new fresh thing, keeping to your max loss for the day still. You don't get to start a new day. But I mean, these are the basic things, but, and then just soak in knowledge everywhere to try to understand. So hopefully this channel will help you in your journey if you're new. Let me just we're almost ready, guys. So let me get ready here. Wow. Look at that. Could you have waited till after the market opened to do that big, huge move? Oh. So I'm going to get the scalpers indicator you can get on the last episode I just recorded. I gave a link to get this for totally free, as well as this layout. And then like 10 or 15 episodes further back tells you how, if you can't figure out how to get these into your platform, your layout. It's a 3.5-minute video that shows you how to do that. I would go look at that. It just says right in there, how to download scripts. It's the title of the and layouts. That's the title of the video. So so I do have a group of people with me trading that are relying on me to quarterback or call the ball. But I mean, this strategy, anybody, you don't need anybody. By the way, they all take their own trades. I'm not licensed. If you're following the rules, if you study the book when it comes out, I don't know how long that's going to be, but we're showing you stuff in advance that's being still decided on. But I like this a lot better than last month, where you only trade on the color of the candles of the way you're going. It looks like it's going to be a green again today. Tesla's having sort of a retracement from its fall. Of course, that could go back at any time, and that's why you have rules to get out, as well as your plan and everything. So we're just a minute away from the market opening, and then a minute after that we can do, and I can tell you I'm just going to be looking for a place to come in long, and then I'm going to try to manage my, let me get up to this. We're all trading 500 shares, right guys? Yep. Okay. So everybody's on 500, and you should be able to afford that if you've made the PDT. And let's see. We're about to go, guys. This scalping indicator is about to fly off the chart here with volume, and I'll adjust it. I have 60 seconds roughly to adjust it. I hope it pulls back now so we can catch it, going back up again, if that's what's going to happen. I want to make a move. We got about 5 seconds for the market to open. And 2, 1. There it goes. So watch this go shoot up to the top here. So you can watch the sentiment right here. Look at it go down. Wow. That's why you don't want to jump in. It's too crazy. It bounced on the 20 right here, which is interesting. Now it broke the 20. And it's going back down. Well, wouldn't you love to get into it right when it was broke through that? But it's a red candle. So we cannot trade that long. We can only trade that short after it breaks pre-market low, way over here. So, which is way down there, So I am trading on a 1 minute. We have about 20 seconds to go before any of us can take a trade. See, I knew it was going to rebound too. I knew it. So I feel like we're way late getting into this because of these rules, but we're going to play it out. Oh my God, right? Here it goes. So broke through there. Broke through. Oh my God. Do we need a pullback before we go in? There's the time. I'm waiting to see if it goes back. It's red. Can't go in yet. I see a bunch of you went in. It was not. There it goes. All right. So I got in on that when it turned green again. So I didn't get as good a position as you, but you weren't supposed to do that. So now that's supposed to be. So that actually went. So I was looking at that line to get out. Did that go 5 cents beyond that line? That line's at 64. So what did I get it at? Oh wow. So I got it way up there. So it's not the line it broke. It's my horrible entry. So that's an interesting question for the writers. 5 cents below the last profit line, the last entry line, but my entry was so bad because of slippage that I'm way in the middle between the two. So I wouldn't have made sense for me to get out unless it had dropped down into here somewhere. So it's breaking that ATR right now. So far it's a successful trade, but this could go wrong here at any time. So typically what you're supposed to do now is, if the price action breaks through a line and traces halfway through the previous candle, you should get out of the play and wait for it to break again. So that's what I'm going to be looking, and it really helped me yesterday. Make over $1,100. This is just a 15-minute strategy. That's all it's being tested for, is 15 minutes. I really have no idea how it would work throughout the day by just trading green candles and red candles short and long, because it's a really interesting idea. I've never heard of anybody doing that before, and it makes so much sense when you're scalping. It really does make a lot of sense here. Everybody's just green and going long right here. We'd have to come way down here to get out of this move right now. 176.14. Look at it go. Look at it go, guys. Now, you can take profit anywhere in here. That's your discretion. I'm just riding the move at this point. Like this fib, to me, would be a place I would normally get out. So I'm thinking about taking my profit there. But, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I should do that because it could just keep going. I got nothing. Do I got nothing above that? Oh, way up there, another fib. So I just stopped marking. This thing went higher. I don't really want to stop and start marking other stuff, but if I'm staying in that move, I guess I can. Now, you can't reverse. You can't go short. You just get out when the time comes. That's it. So it's not as good as yesterday, this early on, but, or maybe it is. I don't know. So to get out would be like down in the 176.60-ish would make me sell, but it's going up. I'm just gonna ride it till it says no more. I might stop at that fib and then get back in at the next green line. I am considering that. I think I will do that, guys. I'm just gonna, because it's slowing down a little bit here. Let's see, what does the scalpers indicator look like? So the green are buyers, the red are sellers. This is your strength and your percentage. Wow, look at it go down. Is that about to get me out right now? Nope. That's a shadow wick. That didn't happen. Look at your level 2. Look at the market maker, what it's giving me. So if that got down to like 60, low 60 cents, I would get out. That's a sign that it's going to go up. That candlestick pattern, rickshaw man, but only because of the longer wick. It is a sign of a reversal as well. Now, sometimes learn your patterns. Look how the buying dropped off. More and more, I think I'm going to get out at the fib, guys, and wait it out a second. I can get my more money that way, I think, if it turns around here. So I'm looking for the fib, which is at 46, 77.46 or 77.50, which is a psychological move too, because it definitely is, the buyers are dropping, and that is a strong point of resistance up there. So you can see it's just, and if it blows through it, I'll just pick it up again, and then I'm going to have to mark some more lines because we don't have any profit lines up that high. Yeah, there's a lot of signs of reversal here, guys. This is so again, profits at your discretion at this point. I mean, I guess that's true all the time. I'm just saying that the rules for the max. See, oh, look at the price action coming below the see that. Did you see the point of control go up? That means it's going to go up. Did you guys see that happen? That means it's going to go up. I'm still going to stop. I'm going to stop at the fib. Okay, so now I'm going to wait. Let me see if I can get a definitive break of this level right here, and then I'll get right back in. So that's going to be one. So if I see 177, like 75.80 right here, what it needs to give it to me right here. So let me see like 177.80, and I'll get back into the move. Let's see what it's going to do. It looks like it's just going to keep going up. So let's get ready. For those of you that followed me, wait for at least 75. This is maybe just a momentary pause. Now it's using the fib sort of as support. No, it broke through, heading down to the Fibonacci. Not really going down much if you look at the level 2 and the market maker. It's just kind of hovering right there to go up. There's 74, 76, 80. I'm going to get in there. That's 5 cents. I'm going to take that hit. I'm going to take a hit there. That was past the 5 cents. I don't like the look of that. Yeah, I saw this price action coming in below the point of control, and that means that's going to suck it down. I should have just held and waited. God, it just tagged me in there at 80, 81. I went in thinking it was going to keep going, and look what happened. So let's wait for the next break. Maybe it'll come back around. I'm going to wait for it to get a little higher than the last high there, though, this time. Still, 763 bucks, even with that loss there. I mean, that's a great opening. I'm only just like 8 minutes into the morning, and that's a good start following the strategy. Can't trade a red candle. We could trade this candle actually. That's that. As it broke that, we could have traded that up to the fib. I wasn't really focusing on that. I'm not sure I wanted that trade. Again, you know, it's discerning. You have to be discerning if you want to take a trade. I don't like that the price action is going down and I'm trying to sneak a baby scalp even though it was green. Now, it could have kept going, and then I would have said, okay, let me get in somewhere in here and waited for it to retrace above these. I would have felt better if it was above those before going long again. Now, at this point, probably not. I mean, I just want something that's more definitively going up green before I jump back in on an upward move. Now, it might come back here and bounce against this ATR, which would then we call it more of an escalator strategy going up. We have a bunch of videos, a lot of videos in the archives, guys. You should watch. My 5 minute left the field. So the 15 minute, geez. Some people would call this a mess. Oh, it broke through the ATR. All right, so now I am very curious to see. You can't trade a red candle, but this is going to close in 10 seconds. And will it close breaking up on the ATR? That would be interesting. There it is. Turning green. It hit the ATR. I'm going in. It is not making me feel confident. I'm going to take profit. I'm going to take profit at that line. I got back the money I lost. If this keeps going, I'll take it again. The shadow wick made you think it's going to go down. So, I mean, a lot of people would say that's just oversensitive bull. That's not going to work. But I've been learning to kind of trust their sensitivity. It's resting on the VWAP. I want to see a definitive move now. Now I could go in again. Boy, it's just going to retrace the whole thing. I don't want to lose it. It says go in. It says go in on that. This is the same candle. One of the other things I like to do is wait for the next candle if I've already taken a trade. I like to wait for the next one to show me the direction. Now, that's just me right now. That's not part of the rules. I would say if it's breaking this, I'll go in. I'm close to going in again here. Let's see. Because it looks like it might step right back up here. Or not. It's going back down to the ATR. Now, this ATR is a strong support. Wow. Is that really, is it really going to just keep going up here? So that was 176.50, a psychological spot there. Pretty happy with the trade I have here. Okay. Let's see. If it breaks through that, I'm definitely thinking about getting in here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get in. I can get in any time now on this green candle, so I just decided to get in. So hopefully that's not a mistake. We're looking for an upward move here. Wow, 55. So that's over. That's 10 cents. Oh man, that just really killed me there. That's too bad. And I even waited too long to get out. I'd be less hurt if I would have followed the rules there. That's too bad. It looked like it was making a move up, guys. So I followed the rules there, but I didn't really follow because I should have got out when it was at 50 or 75 bucks, not 125. It kind of took me by surprise, even me, who I'm a pretty good scalper, but Yeah. So I need a green candle, or we need it to go all. I only have a few minutes left. It's a 15-minute strategy, so I mean, anybody else? Oh God, some of you got worse than me there. Yeah. You can't keep holding it. You're somebody's up there holding it into the down move. You can't. That's now you're hurting yourself. If you go back up and recover, great, but you should follow the rules. So yeah, I got hurt a couple $100 from where or at least 170 from where let me see. Okay, I'm gonna try it again on that ATR. I'm gonna keep pounding this strategy here. Let's see if it can break this. If not, then I'll go right back down. On the really? Did it just do it to me again? It did. I just lost it again. Wow. Waiting for it to break the ATR again on the green. Man, that was like another $100 or something, right? That happened. So I was talking to you guys looking up, and then I looked over. I said, I've already breaking the rules. So I think I've had 3 bad trades and 1 really long good trade. This is indecisive moves here. I'm going to try it again. It's green, and it's breaking the ATR. How many times will it punish me here? $36, $80. That's it. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I gotta take this loss here in just a split second here. Wow. See, I would have jumped right back in again and been in the same position. So that's a little tight. 5 cents. 5 cents would have only been $25. That's a little tight for me. I got to tell you, I would have not. We have to talk about that with the designers. 500 shares, that's just so tight. 5 cents. Here we go. So this is our last candle, guys. This is it. Can I recover what I lost on those terrible trades? Looking for the profit lines up there. We've got about just a little over 10 seconds to go here before we have to get out. So let's see if we can ride this to the top of the candle. Get back most of what we lost there. 4 seconds. And we're done. Wow. Okay. Well, $788 is a successful strategy. Right in here, this reminds me of last month. It got a little dicey, me trying to follow and not being able to go short like I love to do, like reverse. I think I could have done really good just with regular scalping, but I think, oh, look at it go too. And I would have stayed in this move too. But again, would have, could have, would have, did it, whatever. But we're following this strategy, and I think that the strategy still is quite viable. I mean, that's pretty good for 15 minutes. And yeah, it was 860 or something at one point. So all that shenanigans, I ended up coming down a little bit on that last move got me. The good moves are where I made the big money. And then I didn't trade, I couldn't short any of this. So right in here was where I lost a couple of 2-3 trades in here. And if I had kept them really tight, I'd probably still be well over $800. But I didn't keep them tight. I sort of staggered and was in shock a bit, or it caught me by surprise, and didn't sell as quick as I should have, as you're supposed to do, which is follow your rules. I didn't follow the rules of the strategy. I probably would have had $850 right now at least if I'd followed the rules. Maybe more, maybe 900. So something to think about, I guess. And it did recover. It did by following the strategy. I was able to recover. I just got hit harder than I should have in here because I didn't follow the strategy. No getting around there. Would have been 3 bad trades here, though. Maybe 4. I can't. But it should have been much tighter losses than what I had. But overall, really feeling good about the strategy. I don't mean to be giving it a downer here because I'm not. That's not the way I feel. I feel it was really easy to set up. Although if you're new, it must look complicated. But finding those pivot points in a 5-minute took me all of about 2 minutes to mark them out. And if I wasn't writing profit, I was just making lines and not changing the colors, which I did for the video, it would have taken me like a minute and a half at the most just to find them, mark them. And then I had to wait for the pre-market at 9:15, the second pre-market to be marked. In this case, it was the high. It depends on which way the price action goes, but overall it's pretty exciting. So what questions might develop? How do you find a stock for this? They aren't saying how to find a stock for it yet, and that might be in the book, that the criterion for that, like, leave something to sell the book. But I can tell you that you need a stock that's volatile. So almost any, if you watch the videos I have about how to set your scanners, if you're doing a scanner for like moving stocks and things like that, that's good. I like this for mid and large cap or mega cap, and I would want one that's like Tesla, that's not crazy like NVIDIA, although I'm just very interested to see what NVIDIA would do on this, but that's not what you're supposed to do. But we might want to take it for a run on NVIDIA just to see how this works on NVIDIA, because you can't have a 5-cent stop, I'll tell you that, on NVIDIA. But so we'll have to, to see how it goes, we'll have to try it with a different stop. But only trading the green or the red candles, depending on the direction, is very unique way of trading that seems like it has some legs, like it might really be very profitable and easy to follow, cutting the losses tight. Now, again, I'm at 500 shares. That would have been a lot, it wouldn't have seemed so out of control with 50 shares, 25 shares. When I got into that little bit of trouble there, it wouldn't have been that big a deal, and you would have had, 50, 100, 200 bucks or whatever, depending on your share size. So still viable to make a living, $100 a day, $200 a day, $300 a day. But 500 shares for Tesla is not a lot. It's no problem getting filled in a split second. And the slippage is pretty good for 500 shares on Tesla. And the spread and the way the market maker is on Thinkorswim, or Schwab in this case, is really good. They really, they take care of you pretty well. So what other question? How to find a stock? It's probably the question most people are going to ask. I know I got asked that this morning a bunch of times. So we just came right back to Tesla. I do think that maybe I definitely want to have some discussions with the writers and the designers about the law, the 5 cent below the profit line, get out. I'm talking about halfway down the previous candle. I'm so used to doing that in scalping, halfway down the candle. That's not like I invented that. That's like so many people, get out when it goes against you, when it's halfway down, or they follow their plan. If it's at your max loss, you just get out. But I mean, assuming you can traverse a single candle and you're not trading that many share size above your max loss, then usually it looks like, see that coming up above the point of control? This is telling you the stock's going to continue to go up. See that coming across there? Make sure you set your volume profile. I have a bunch of videos showing you how to do that. This is previous price action, but more times than not, it pulls it up. Now if you saw that and see how it went up? If the point of control was down here and you saw that, you just see this pop up, and like a springboard, the price action would go up. So usually it takes a second, but I bet this starts to go up. Don't prove me wrong now. Don't prove me wrong now. And it might take an hour, but but sooner or later I will be right. That's not, of course, of course. What can you do? Should have just kept my mouth shut. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. I do actually know what I'm doing, despite that last. Let's see, now it's going up. That's what I said. Just sort of takes a while. That wasn't even a minute. Look at the scalpers indicator go, man. You want to get that indicator. All right, well, thanks for watching. Stay inquisitive. Stay green. Trade in a sim first. Listen to people you trust before you try anything that you see on YouTube, guys. All right, thanks for watching.